Hello, my lovely Virgos, and welcome. Virgo, your card in tarot is the Hermit card. It is live quietly for a time to find your inner light. It is a time of re-inspiring, reinvigorating, re-energizing. Oh, Virgo, right before I started this reading to get pumped for the reading, I was listening and I busted out Frank Sinatra. I did it my way. I don't even remember the last time I Googled Frank Sinatra or YouTube searched him, but I did right now, and I blame it on you, Virgo. You did it your way. Oof, that feels good. All right, me being the Queen of Clovers, the Queen of Wands, my readings tend to focus on life, craft, action, nurturing ourselves and others, and using our will for the highest good and calling. Also, I seek to raise the light with unconditional love and gratitude, and it is why I graciously thank you for all your support, loves, your likes, subscribes, and your comments. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that bell. This channel is about to support itself, and I just can't wait to put those resources back into the channel. I'm very excited about that. All right, my lovely Hermits, my lovely Virgos, this is also your weekly intuitive energy and card reading for the week of October 14th through 20th, 2019. Remember, time is merely a pretense, and these can be past, present, or future energies. This is also a general Virgo reading. Sun, moon, house, and rising positions, cross watchers also welcome. It's very important to see yourself, even through others' eyes, to understand yourself, let alone your relationships better. But also, it's still a general reading and will not apply to all. But hang around for the entirety of the reading. Always messages pop up that mean something out of the blue. Take what's yours, leave what else is behind. All right, Virgo. Aries full moon, October 13th, Sunday. If you look up in the sky, it's probably still nice and full. It's a little full moon, they say, just because it's kind of far from the earth right now. Not as far as the new moon was, but you know what you get to witness with a new moon? Nothing. Anyway, so back to the full moon. Full moons are about purging, letting go, cutting things off. And isn't it the time for that? This full moon is represented by the Four of Wands. Yes, it's the marriage card. Yes, I have been engaged in the month of October before. But Four of Wands is about reunions, returning to home and stability after difficulty. But we also have Venus and Mercury in Scorpio. Scorpio is a card of shadows and darkness and unmaskings. And Mercury is in pre-retrograde. Mercury does go retrograde on Halloween, and it's going to be dark because we got our full moon now, not on Halloween. Keep that in mind. But basically, a lot going on with our energies, a lot of unmaskings. As I said, I've had unmaskings of lovers in my personal readings. Haven't seen it that much in my general readings, but I hope to find that for you here. I'm just going to do a 3-card reading: problem, complication, or motivation, and then the likely result. Sometimes it's just the problem is the action you've taken for yourself. But Virgo, I feel like you did it your way. You have very few regrets right now. And it's inspiring for you. You've just been given a clean bill of health, an opportunity to move forward with something that means something to you. You've been inspired to do so, and the path has been cleared for you. It's that fertile energy of possibility, the spark of inspiration. You've been inspired. You got a little justice card in your complication. That could be a Libra in your energy. Could also be you. Difficulty making a decision. A court case is dragged on. A decision that's dragged on, basically. If you did balance your heart against a feather, which is the message of the card, what exactly would come out? And it's not that you think you're a bad person or that your heart wouldn't make it across the scales kind of thing and show your human and your value, your humanity and your value. What it is you don't like the balance of the way the scales move right now for you in that energy. Okay. King of Pence. The result is you're going to build a kingdom. This is building your kingdom. This is taking control of your empire. Not necessarily your empire, but your kingdom, your own castle kind of thing. It's definitely an earth sign, definitely you, Virgo. It's time you took over your life a little bit. Because you don't like, it's this justice card in reverse. You do not like yeah, you don't like the way your measurements right now. It could be a weight thing for some of my Virgos, but no, this is like definitely personal value. You do not like the way the scales move in your, it's weird because it's not like you'd fail, kind of thing. It's not like you'd get your scale, your heart measured against the feathers and, oh, you're going to hell, burn, burn, burn. No, no, no. Virgo, this is like, I don't like the way it is. It's like breaking even, but you're better than that. I get that energy a lot being an Aries, and this Aries energy is popping into everybody's sign right now with the Aries full moon. All right, you have a Knight of Swords here to clarify this Ace of Wands. This is somebody, they're just not, it's not somebody not coming forward. They could be spying with this energy as opposed to actually moving forward towards you. It's somebody not saying something. Perhaps it's you not saying something. It's you being secretive, doing research. Ace of Swords in reverse. Again, this could be an air sign, this Knight of Swords in your energy, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But basically, there's no love there. It's time to cut this shit off. There's no love there. It's work there. It's painful. It's physically painful. There's something about this that you need to swing your sword. My lovely Virgos. This is you. You've been inspired to cut somebody loose. Because, yeah, it's not working out. It's not a blending. Could be a Sagittarius in your energy. The Temperance card is about when you go through something, when you go through the Fool's Journey specifically. There's a lot of giving up. There's a lot of polarity, a lot of duality. It is basically the theme of the 2020 coming up in a major way spiritually. But in the now, this is you giving up something. This is you emptying, you know, it's spilling it out. You have no ambition to keep this going. You're done. You're emptying this cup. You don't want to hold on to this. If it was in the upright, it'd be something you didn't have to let go, and you were very quite pleased to keep. But with this Ace of Swords in reverse, no, it's kind of painful. Whatever this is, it's difficult. It's not something that gives you joy. It's not a good mix. It's not good work. You know you're better somewhere else. So you kind of want to take your, pick up your toys and go somewhere else. Let's do this Justice card. Yeah, you feel very neglected with the Queen of Cups in reverse. Perhaps because of a little of an Emperor and Aries in your energy. Queen of Cups in reverse could actually be a, oh, no, and a King of Cups in reverse. All right. This is a true pair here, this King and Queen of Cups. And there's an Aries between you. An Aries has come between you. An Empire Builder has, not a very good Empire Builder, somebody who has just flipped the teams. And they've come between you and another, a King of Cups. Don't mind the energy. It really doesn't matter. You're both here. You're both feeling ignored. You're both feeling the absence of this Aries. And it's kind of like when your Aries kid moves out of the house, or your maid or somebody who's always been in your life goes off to college, and you're left alone with each other, staring at each other, not sure what to do. But this is also the energy of possibly this Aries has left the situation, kind of left the building, and you and this other King of Cups realizing what you've lost here. Everybody was in a bad position. The Aries took off. You guys are still here in a bad position, is what I feel. That's actually what I feel. More so than anything. Spirit says that you guys have not worked on your relationship ever. You guys treated this Aries almost like a conundrum, a problem, as somebody to deal with, somebody to they did bring a little empire building in your life, but not as much as everyone had hoped. It doesn't matter, because what we're dealing with here is your true pairness, just with cups spilled over. There's no love here. There's no relationship here. This could be the divorce, also the divorced person here. That this Aries is in between a divorce of some kind. Either your divorce or somebody else's, but you're a true pair here, but you guys are in reverse. This could be the third party that broke up the marriage. With the Justice card in reverse, this could be an energy of a divorce that's just going on forever and ever. But even so, it's still, Spirit's still pushing the energy of you not being satisfied with this result of who you are in this mix. It's very kind of confusing. Can I just get one more card on this here, and then we'll see what this result. Ace of Pence, yeah. There's a financial beginning, the new beginning, but it's a little stalled out because of this justice, this indecision. It is actual physically something, probably a justice situation, a decision that's being prolonged and prolonged. That's what's holding this new beginning. Nonetheless, again, Spirit says stop talking about that. It's happening to people. Sure, you guys have justice court case pending. Some of you do. However, Spirit wants to say you are not satisfied with who you are, your own personal value. You feel like you can't even step forward with this personal value until this justice thing ends, but you're not satisfied with that result. And it's not that you're satisfied with the result of the court case. You are not satisfied with the way you are, who you are after it, or who you're becoming because of it, or who, just if you had to like put on the stand if you were put on the stand to defend yourself, you would not be pleased with what you would have to even say about yourself, and in not a bad way, but in a way of you want to improve. It's a desire to improve yourself in your life. Okay, I do have the Knight of Cups in reverse. No offer in love, especially with this Four of Cups. Barely dropping. There's no satisfaction here. And you're trying to move towards a more valuable thing. And this water sign, there's a water sign in your energy, Virgo. This could be a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It could be the Scorpio season. But there's a lack of love. And even if you're building kingdom, you don't want to build it with a lack of love. I think if this is a person in your energy, you're going to start pushing them out of your energy, because it's you're beginning to realize that this person is your drain. This person has stopped the flow. Or it could be an addiction or a Capricorn. This is the Devil card. That Pleasure Island card. You've been playing way too hard with your emotions, for sure, my lovely Virgos. And you need to start paying on grounding. You need to start paying attention to more physical things. You've made the decision, sort of, but you're stuck in the decision. You haven't actually taken any action to make change. That's got to happen soon, or you're going to lose the energy of the desire to improve, the desire to change. It'll begin to fade before you make the change, and that will be dangerous for you, because I feel like you can go on forever and ever. People always talk about the unenlightened, the unawokes, whatever they are. But this would be you making that decision to move on into the awakened kind of energy, or just keep moving on, steady as an arrow, just being the zombies of the current world, just going with the flow anyway. You don't like it. Yeah. New beginning in value, Ace of Diamonds. You've been inspired to move forward with this change. Oh, you're still, oh, not at all. All right, I don't know what happens. You decide to put your foot, you realize that you see an opportunity for improvement. You put your foot on the gas, and then you put your foot on the gas here with this Joker upright, and then you do it again here. Faster. This needs to happen now. And let me tell you, it doesn't get too much better than this, because the first thing you do is you see places of stuckedness, this Five of Clovers, this Five of Clubs in your way, these burdens in your way. You're going to leave them behind. Eight of Hearts is that walking away card, but it's also balancing your emotions, so it's also walking towards your own light, your own Virgo moonlight. It feels good, though. It feels like in order to basically institute a change, get the shit moving on the road, because I feel like there's a lot of energy from the past of you just holding back, and you were waiting on something, and you're just like, why should I wait? It's a lot of people struggle in their life because they're waiting for something to happen. They're waiting for a marker to be reached. Or I'll have more time when this happens. If you make 5 minutes now, you can make 10 minutes tomorrow, kind of thing. So it's prioritizing in your life, but this is such a self-prioritizing, such a moment of I can't wait for anybody. It's that sense of, yeah, it's over waiting. No temperance, no patience. Remember? Okay, yeah. Alright, there's going to be a little loss of love here. the precarious perch position is about love. It is another true pair here. It feels like a true pair around you, maybe not even you involved in this separation or this lack of love, this cup overflow, this divorce of some kind. Perhaps you feel responsible for it in some way, Virgo. You feel kind of caught up in it. And of course we have the Four of Wands here, so that is an Aries full moon energy, but it's also a marriage, and it's a loveless marriage. You see it. You do see it. This is a true pair here. Again, I don't think this is you. This is kind of like, but it affects you greatly. It really does affect you greatly. It kind of puts you in a bad situation. It's kind of, it's like if it's like your daughter-in-law and your son are getting divorced, and if you were the, and you live with them, and you're like, if I was the teenager or the kid that got to pick which parent to live with, I'd go live with my daughter-in-law. Or my son-in-law kind of thing. It's that kind of energy. And it's not a sex energy. It's like if I'm dependent on this relationship, or I'm dependent on how this goes, or how this turns out in some way. But the side you would pick would shock people, including the person that left, that you had to separate from because of this. It greatly, greatly affects you. I don't think it's your divorce or your separation and breakup, but it is one that just strikes you very hard. And I'm going to pull more cards, because that is a story in and of itself that you just... It's like understanding what really happened in like the breakup of a marriage, and not your marriage, around you. This is love in limbo. This Jack of Hearts is always love in limbo. Look at all those dragons flying all over the place and every which way, but it is in reverse. But it is like love in limbo. It is somebody not moving forward in love. And it's also a childish love. It's a brattiness that has a brattiness in your life that you're like, oh, yeah. You realize this water sign, I'm sorry, it's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. There's a water sign in the mix here. And you understand the motivation to leave that water sign, or that, to leave that situation, that love and limbo situation. It's like you're understanding why it didn't work out. You're understanding why this whole situation was shit. And this whole but it's something... It's not you. It's almost like you're a witness, or this does affect you in some way. I'm not even sure how, but it does affect you in some way. And you're coming into a new understanding of it, and it's changing your perception of somebody that, it's like somebody's side you took, and wholeheartedly, and you didn't even think about it because, it was your kid or your best friend. And then now you're beginning to like see it. And it's kind of, it's making you distance and separate and decide to go your own way. And this is probably the difficulty you're having in moving away. The Devil card. It's because there's something there that you feel you should be there for, something that should continue on, but it really isn't as pleasurable as it ever was, or enjoyable. It's a catch-22 that you're going to actually, because that's what the cards are saying this week, is you're going to start pulling on that energy of the dissatisfaction of this situation, and what you're processing about this other relationship around you is, it's like you didn't have to live through this tragedy to come to the understanding of it, even though like I said, it does affect you in some way. And it's almost like you're helpless in it now, but you wish, right? All right, Virgo, hang in there. Again, Frank Sinatra, you did it your way, right? And now you're moving on to like a whole other possibility with this lesson. All right, Virgo, please like, subscribe, share, comment, tip, or donate if the spirit moves you. And of course, find that PayPal link in the box below. Email me for a personal reading, or to DM me. But most importantly, I'm still getting ready for that move in November, so I'm going to need you to be patient with me if you'd like to book a personal reading. All right. Have a great week, my lovely Virgos.